Bad Omen. Just pretend. Is it any good? Alright guys, this will be my first time reacting to Bad Omens on the channel. I have heard of one song from them, full disclaimer, Into the Gray or the Gray, something like that. Fantastic song. I love the sound of it. And I'm excited to see what this song is about, but just know I do try to analyze this stuff a lot, but I'm going to do my best. How nice, running on the beach, watching the sunset.
I'm not afraid of the war you've come to wage against my sins. I'm not
What the hell is this?
of the war. I'm not afraid of the war you've come to wage.
Current state time 118 days. And he said, I'm not afraid of the war.
Of the war you've come to wage against my sins. I'm not okay,
What the hell?
but I can try my best to just pretend.
Bro is plugged into the Matrix. It's what it seems like to me anyways. If you're new here, I like to hypothesize. Like I said, I analyze this stuff. It's fun to me. It's fun to do, especially as a newcomer to stuff. So, like I said, fill me in, help me out if I'm getting anything wrong. But other than that, enjoy.
You've come to wage against my sins. I'm not
Yeah, this is weird. Like, yeah, like I don't know if he's like on his deathbed or, and just like reminiscing on the past,
against my sins. I'm not
or if he's like hallucinating or plugged in by this machine.
my best to just pretend. So will you wake me out? Or will you drown me out? So will you wake me out? Or will you drown me out?
Yeah, it seems like this is just he's like in a dream state. It looks like very interesting, and it said 118 days stayed. So like, has he been in this position for 118 days? And if so, was it voluntary to relive all of these moments? You know?
Or will you drown me out? So will you wake me out? Or will you drown me out?
Will you leave me out or drown me out? Ooh. Bro, you hear the first of all, the vocals was crazy. You hear my boy with the drums? He said, I ain't getting over you. He said, I could wait for you at the bottom if you want. Like, I'll wait. Mm. Is he saying I can wait for you until you're comfortable enough to let me in? Or is it one of those things where he's like, I'm gonna wait for you. And when you hit finally the bottom, I'll be there. I'll be there to help you rise back up. Maybe it's a little more sinister. Again, I could be overthinking, but I love to hypothesize, bro. Like the visuals and the lyrics is very interesting. It said memory simulation, so these are memories. Okay.
The pain that you hide behind the smile on your face, and not a day goes by where I don't think I feel the same. So will you wake me out? Or will you drown me out? So will I think I feel the same. So will you wake me out? Or will you drown me out?
Is he saying, will you wake me up or will you drown me out? I think that's what he's saying. Mm. Oof. Bro, the production on this song, the instrumental, the intensity, the vocals, bro has a phenomenal voice. This singer is great, but the whole band, the sound of this, yeah, this is right up my alley. This is like right up my alley for rock music. I am so mad that I didn't listen to more of their songs. Holy, I guess it's a good thing, right? You guys get to see my reaction to this stuff. Ooh, the bottom. I could wait for you, or I could stay away. Whatever you want me to do, I'm here for you. That's a beautiful thing. Until you're ready. At least that's what I'm getting from this. But judging by the age of the dude in the simulation, it's a little too late for that. He was waiting for a long time. Or maybe he was just rejected, but we don't know. Well, you probably do. I don't. I had such nice memories with that lady though. Oh, what the hell? Why he had the knife over the hands or the fingers, it looked like. Oh. Oh. I'm hypothesizing that either the other people are trying to implant fake memories, or this is something where it's like a treatment to show him, no, not everything was all sunshine and rainbows like you thought. There was some bad stuff in there. Hmm. Like, or maybe things weren't as you remember them being. We'll try again. We're not so different. He's really trying to make it work. Like, listen, whatever it is, we could try again. We're not so different. We can make this work. I'll wait for you. I'll stay away. I'll wait for you. Whatever you want to do, let's make this work. Ah, it's so different. Bro, he got me singing along. This is so good. Oh. She's the one that had the knife over the fingers. What's going on here, sweetheart? What's happening? You saw her outside of the window, and he was like, "No, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute." I'm so confused. Okay, let's just let it play. Let it play. I'm trying to take it all in. It's hard the first watch. What the hell? Oh, somebody came in and hurt them or killed them? Whoa, what the hell? She's levitating. And she just got hit by a car? What is going on? She had her hands around his neck as well. This is, maybe it ain't all I thought it was. Whoa. Whoa, what a visual. That was a crazy effect. Won't you say I'm worthy? Mm. Dun, 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 dun. You hear the guitar, man. These guys, I can see why this is like a popular song, man. This sounds great. Everything about this is great. That's so cool. Oh, he's awake. We were not so different. Why do I feel like that girl's gonna be the girl that was in his memories? Oh no. Whoa. She was in the same thing. Wow. Mind authorized clinic memory induction via neural data available here. Oh, interesting. I'm a little confused, but hold on a second. Hold on a second. All right, so that was my first time reacting to Bad Omens. If you made it this far, leave a like. You don't have to, but it'd be great if you did enjoy the reaction. I've got to share my thoughts though, and maybe you guys can help me clear some things up. But yeah, let's talk about it. This, first of all, the sound of this song, right up my alley. The vocalist, phenomenal singer so far from what I could see, and I look forward to hearing some more. Please leave your recommendations of what you think I would like next based on these two, the two songs that I've just heard now. This one and The Gray, I think it was. Um, and then secondly, the production value on like the video, very, very interesting, very like captivating video, and really like it was really nice to try to piece things together. This is the kind of music video that kind of makes you think. There's like a little story there. You don't get that too much sometimes with videos. So that was just cool in general. But in regards to what the video was, so like my interpretation of what I saw was basically it was somebody who was saying, hey, listen, we can make this work, we can figure this out. And it's like some sort of matrixy sort of memory induced sort of situations to where he kind of went back in his mind just to reminisce on old memories. But I guess the lady that was in his memory, she got hit in the neck, I guess. Now I don't know if that actually happened because this is a memory inducing place, and normally what happens in your mind, it has an effect on your physical body, like, or just your brain in general. Sometimes, it might not be able to work out. You might shut down, right? And I think that maybe the memories were messed with. Um, maybe because it seems like, if what I'm thinking is correct, that other person who was in the seat that they were trying to, resuscitate was the girl that he was uh, remembering. She couldn't have died that young because she made it that far. So are these memories? Are these more like dreams? What exactly are they both experiencing? Because you could see, even like in the music video, the guy is being affected by the stress of what's going on in these memories or dreams. And it goes to show that the same thing, obviously, what happened to the lady who, we see at the end there, she shut down from being shot in the neck. But again, is that something that these people in this facility kind of messed up with? Or was it something where just because they're remembering something, that doesn't mean that they can't also alter the memory now that they're in this dream-like state with one another? Um, Very, very interesting, but it's just a song to me that it just appears to be about, listen, I'm not mad at you for um trying to keep your distance or staying away from me because I have sins. Like that's like was one of the first lines, and I'm gonna look at the lyrics with you guys too. But I just want to give my interpretations before I get into the lyrics because I might have a different opinion at the end. But yeah, this guy's like, listen, I know that I'm not the best for you, but I would love to make it work. Whatever difficulties we have, I will wait for you no matter what happens. Um, I will wait for you. And the same thing you could see, like the girl also had some things going on to where she wasn't all the way like okay, like it seemed like mentally, like either mentally or just like in regards to the relationship, just something was not clicking. And you could see that there was some sort of negative emotion or emotions coming from the lady as well. So, but I love the message of like always trying to make it work. Like I know that I'm not perfect, and maybe you're not perfect, but we could still make it work. I'll wait for you. I'll do what it takes to make it work. But anyways, I'm gonna look at the lyrics and let's see if I come to a different opinion. Okay, so duh, it all just clicked for me after reading the lyrics. This memory thing is something that is altering how things were. And the glimpses and the glitches appear to be how things really were. And it's one of those things where let's at least just pretend and let's try to fix these memories, or at least, you know, induce these memories and make them positive ones. And it seems to me like both of them at the end of the day, like the dude thought it was just probably just him who was doing this to try to just make things better for himself, at least mentally. And then, you know, kind of find out that the lady was doing the same. Like they both kind of at the end of the day wanted to reminisce, or maybe they were both in on it. That could also be the case too. But the whole just pretending thing, you could definitely see that that took a toll on them going through this dream like sort of thing, based on how, like, that the agonizing pain and the way that they were kind of like flinching and just not too comfortable with certain things, going, flicking through the memories. I think that's what the little remote was, where the guy was just kind of like flicking through it with his hand on the arm of the seat. And what I'm thinking is that because things weren't the way they were, like things weren't as good as he would have liked them to be, I think that in the process of trying to fix this and alter the memory for the good, something must have happened where the memory was altered in a bad way. Um, and unfortunately, they neither of them could really handle it. Like he ripped himself out of the machine, but it seems like the girl couldn't. And yeah, man, that's like super interesting. They were both willing to wait. They were both willing to wait till the end to make amends. But I guess maybe at the time they just weren't in the right headspace to vocalize that or to do it in the right way. And now, with all this time that's passed, they're trying to make amends with the technology that they had, and possibly, at least if not with one another, make things right, at least be able to be happy with themselves and set things right. And, if I could like kind of go back and do things differently, I would love to. And even if it may have been artificial, it was real enough to them. I don't know, man. There's so much like you can interpret this in like a couple of different ways, I think. And that's the beauty of this video. Like I said, this video was great. Song, like I said, phenomenal. These guys are great. Um, and I thought this was awesome. But let's go through the lyrics real quick. I'm not afraid of the war you've waged against my sins. I'm not okay, but I can try my best to just pretend. And I think that that goes both ways for the man and the woman. I think now that I'm like, thinking of the video and reading the lyrics, right? So will you wait me out or will you drown me out? Will you wait for me or will you try to keep me away, keep me separated, drown me out? Ignore me. Will you wait for me to get better or will you just, you know what, you're not worth it sort of situation? you know. Um, then the chorus, the catchy ass chorus. I can wait for you at the bottom. I can stay away if you want me to. I can wait for years if I gotta. Heaven knows I ain't getting over you. Again, this is obviously something that the guy feels, but now I feel like knowing what we know at the end of the video kind of went both ways. I know the pain that you hide behind the smile on your face, and not a day goes by where I don't feel the same. Both both of them could probably feel that, right? Because there were moments where they were smiling and happy, but there were also moments that we saw weren't really weren't happy. We're not all sunshine and rainbows. So it says again, will you wait me out or drown me out? The chorus comes in again. Then it says, we'll try again when we're not so different. Okay. So he's not saying we're not so different. He's saying we'll try again when we're not so different, where we kind of like mature and kind of see things at the same side or at the same level. Because at this point, we're a little too different. We're seeing things differently, and it's just not working. There's too much tension, too much negative emotion. It ain't good for either of us. But I will wait until the moment that both of us are in the place to try again. Just the question is, will you wait for me and do the same? Um, Way down on me, stay till morning. Way down, would you say I'm worthy? So way down as in weight, like numbers on a scale, right? To way down on me, stay till morning. And then it says way down, like way down. Would you say I'm worthy? Would you say way down if you gave this some time, some thought? Would you be able to say I'm worthy? And then basically the song basically repeats from there. But those are the lyrics. And again, this is just one of those songs that's definitely about trying to make things better. And, if you could go back and if you could change things, would you? If you could give your partner or somebody else or a relationship a second chance, you just would need to be patient in order to do so. Would you do that? Would you wait to not only better yourself, but for the other person to also better themselves? Do you have that patience? Do you have that kind of love? Or would you rather just pretend that things are great when they're not until it automatically just falls apart at the seams and then we don't get a second chance? So, like I said, man, great gravity. I love stuff like this, that just makes you just talk and hypothesize and think and just something to think about, man. This was dope. I wasn't expecting this. Like, I loved the Gray song, and I wasn't expecting to love this, like to have just two bangers back to back, which goes to show me great band, and I'm in store for some great stuff. So, um, yeah, guys, I appreciate you if you made it this far. Leave your feedback, appease the algorithm gods, all that good stuff. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you around. Subscribe, comment, share, all that stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully, I'll see you around. If not, thanks for watching this far. Peace.